Well,
Hey, good evening, and welcome to Live with Eric and So. Of course, I'm So.
and I guess that means I'm Eric. Man, this is it. This is what we've been waiting for, right?
Yes, right. We've been
Well,
counting down the time to
yeah,
get here.
and it is official. And man, Facebook is up and going well. Okay, so I got that screen we was talking about. So I'm feeling
Hmm.
good. I'm feeling good. I got my seat right. I got my mic right. I don't have any echo as of yet. So life is good over here.
Life is good on.
Life
Well,
is
I just
good.
broke a glass, but other than
Well,
that,
y- yeah, you did. You
other
did
than
break
that,
that glass.
life is pretty good over here.
Yeah. Well, like we said, the glass is a good thing. So,
It is.
man, so we everything has officially lined up. We have connected.
Yes.
And we broke the glass right on cue. So, man, so, hey, that's a good thing. And we Man, this is for those who don't know. If you're watching this, you didn't just stumble across this great, awesome broadcast. It's not like you've been missing it because this is our first time. So I'm really excited about this. Is our day one, and man, and I tell people all the time, Sophia, that everybody needs a day one. Now, if I mess up, now
Everybody
you,
needs a
you
day
don't
one.
mind.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
it's so it's so is your real name is is it okay if I mess up and say it, or you just want a stage
It,
name? That doesn't matter.
it's okay. You mess up and say it, but already you say so.
Okay, we got it. We're
I mean,
gonna.
y'all know I love my real name now that I grew into it, but
But it's your
people
it's
know
your
me as
stage. I
so.
mean, this is
Yes,
the okay. I got you. I got you. I'm new to this stuff, so
I know.
I get.
Not that new though, because I be seeing your live, so you ain't that new.
well,
So
yeah, but one of the things that I like about you so far, we have known each other, but we have this is actually really the first time that we actually have done any work together. But I have been
exactly.
watching you as well, and you bring, and I know you're going to continue to bring a level of professionalism, so I'm expecting you to make me look good. Okay. So,
I can try my
listen,
best.
listen, I know it's a tough task. I know that I'm requiring a lot from you. I already know that. But listen, I just wasn't blessed with all of that. So, but I'm going to do my best.
I'm sure you'll do fine. I mean, like your confidence, and you wrote a whole book. You know what I'm saying? Like I was only a co-author in the book, and I wrote a children's book, but you wrote a whole book. Like so, your confidence is already. I need you to make me look good.
Well, we're gonna do a great job with each other. I have no doubt about that, and we got an amazing topic. I think
Hmm.
this topic came from the Unfiltered group, and it really, yeah, I mean, from talking to you, it took on a whole nother life outside of that group, and I thought it
Hmm.
was just fitting for us to start this off with that topic.
Yeah, yeah. I know because I had people in my inbox that messaged me about it because I didn't know. Like a lot of people like didn't really know about it until I happened to post it. And even my aunt Deborah is my aunt, and
Hmm.
she was like, I've never even thought about it. So
Ah, that okay, okay, okay. Well, so guys, the topic. If anyone that have watched um the announcement leading up to this, we're going to be talking about. We got a lot of things that we want to talk about, but one of the main topics is the love languages, and
hmm
I'm gonna tell you, Sophie, the love language. I mean, when I seen that topic, I promise you, I lit up because that, I understood the book. I read the book, and it did a lot for me as far as relationship because that's what I deal with. But you got to understand, I did all of that because I was, seeking and searching and suffering all at the same time in relationship.
Mhm.
And I realized that the love languages are key to successful marriages, or I mean, it's just essential. And so you put that thing up there, man, and you got my attention.
So one of my former instructors, Jacob, he said, "Where's your light?" He said, "I can't make
Man,
you look better. The light will."
the light. Okay, is that okay? Because I thought it's okay. He said light. That's
Yeah,
what he
he
was
needs to
trying to
be
say.
lit
Light,
better.
lit.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, you
Got you.
thought he was talking about lit. No.
Yes, yes, yes. And I'm reading that, and I'm like, man, I got to get lit already. Jacob, I was gonna let
No,
that
you're
run.
like
Yeah,
like lit, like your light lit,
yeah. You
like
know
the
what?
light.
So I will say this. I do have a whole set of studio lights that I can bring in. I really didn't
Mhm.
have time to because
Right.
I changed the camera angles and all that
Yeah, you did.
at the last minute. And yeah, so next time, now I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna bake. I'm gonna bake like a Christmas turkey, but it will bring me light. Okay, and
But
as
yes,
Jacob said, I will be lit.
we go through the struggle on TV, to look good. So
Yeah, like I said, listen, you can bring all the light, but I can only do so much. I want blessed like that. Everybody can't be so fit. Everybody can't be so. See, I shouldn't even heard your first name, your real name. I shouldn't even.
I know
It's
you
just
just
gonna.
keep
Yeah.
just keep reading. Let's keep looking down every time you get to see my name. It's in the bubble.
Yeah. It's in the bubble. It's in the bubble, man. But that's good. This is where but I think that this topic, and we definitely welcome everybody to join this. I believe that when you deal with this the love languages, and like I said
Mhm.
before, when it comes to relationships, guys, the way I look at it, Savin, I mean, listen, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is how I look at it. I look at love languages as if you don't know the proper language that your mate speak, it's almost like you in a foreign country, and you just say like you only speak English, okay, but
Right.
you in a Russian speaking country, and
Mhm.
you're trying to just get directions, to the supermarket,
Right.
but you can't do it because they don't understand you. You don't understand them. I mean,
Right.
that's when I look at those love languages. That's how I see it. And I promise you. And here's the other side to it. You're gonna have somebody who's saying, "I am doing my best. I'm doing all of this. I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing in a relationship. Why am I struggling?" And the problem
Mhm.
is you're not speaking the same language. I mean, that's so fascinating to me, and I realized in my situation that I was speaking a language that she was not understanding,
Mhm.
and vice versa.
Mhm. And I'm guilty of that. Even though we talk of love languages, that's honestly not always a topic of discussion when you're first meeting somebody. You're never asking, what's your love language? We're asking, where's your triggers, or, what's your religion, or, we're asking all those questions, but we don't usually ask the question of what's your love language.
Now,
And that is where it fails because we don't discuss it. So we assume that because we're in the relationship that they're automatically supposed to know. We're giving key as actions, or hints or something, or that's when the complaining starts and the arguments start because we're not getting what we want or what we desire, but it's not the other person's fault because we haven't discussed our love languages with each other,
it,
and so we fail to give them what they desire.
Absolutely. Because here's the thing. You have to know that there is a such thing as a love language. And a lot of
Right.
times they're not bringing it up in the conversation because we
Mm-hmm.
wasn't taught. Man, I'm well into. I hadn't turned 50, but I know I was in my late 40s when I first heard of the love languages.
Mm.
And up until that point, I was clueless. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that a lot of people are just like me. Just never
Mm-hmm.
knew that it was just that thing. I mean, you'll say, okay, well, the sex is good, and I'm being, I don't even know how to go even further than that because a lot of relationships kind of stop with the sex is good.
Yeah,
you know and
pretty
and
much.
and and would it be surprising to know that sex is not a is really not the number one love language?
It really isn't.
It's not,
It
isn't it
really isn't.
amazing? So it's like, man, so that's the one thing we can do
Because you can
well.
have the best sex and you can still not bump head.
But
Only time y'all getting along is when you in the bed.
when you're
And
in the
so
bed,
it's like
and as
because
soon
nothing else aligns.
nothing else aligned, and you can go on you go on months and months and years, and
Mm-hmm.
the only way or the only effective communication that you have is sex. And then
Yeah.
now here's the part that gets me. Now that you realize that, you know what, there's something wrong in this relationship, now here comes the blame game.
Mm-hmm.
because
Oh my
because
gosh.
because
Yes.
because the next natural thing is for you to blame it on the other person, but in actuality it's both fault, because I did not teach you my language, or you did not learn my language.
Mm-hmm.
and
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 that
and
accountability is hard.
man, that
It's hard
accountability
for people
is.
to have accountability. It's like it's you. I'm gonna get personal. I was dating someone just recently, just dating, and it was like his life is so prioritized that I was like fitting in. He was fitting me
Mm,
in, and so it was like in my one of my I have to have time. Like I desire time, and so and I don't want to be fit in. So it's like I was trying to explain that like I need time, and so it started to be where now, oh, I'm, we started to it started the conversation started to go left because of him not understanding that time is important to me. Is time is what I desire. And then it got to be where I'm just talking a lot of negative instead of taking
mm,
accountability and say, well, first it was I'll try to make time. You don't try, you would if you want to. And
absolutely.
so then it's like now it got to be in where it was always flipped on me to where I'm negative. I'm talking negative, and how am I talking negative by expressing my desire? But you
Right.
don't want to take accountability and say, well, I know I'm causing this. And so yeah, so it's like just I mean, I know I'm not perfect and there are some things, but
You
the thing is,
come
like as you
on.
said, express. They're not expressed. I don't even know what his love languages is. You know why? Because I never
Wow.
asked. And I don't even know if he know what a love language is.
Right.
So it was never a conversation. It
Never
was
a
never a
conversation.
conversation.
I would go out on a limb and say that if relationships was to start out with this conversation, then we can turn this 51, 52% divorce rate. I mean, I
Mm,
believe in all my heart we can at least cut it in half. Because I
yeah.
know there's some other things, I mean, because you got the infidelity and finances and
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. But a lot of that is even stems from ineffective communication, and
Yes.
ineffective communication is going
Mm-hmm.
to fall up under the category of love language, or the lack
Mm-hmm.
of knowing them.
Yes.
So just imagine, like in yourself, if you instead of those questions, you did it well. I hadn't. I don't. I can't remember. I don't even know the last time. I know. I know the big question now is finances, and how much money
Mm-hmm.
you make and all that good stuff.
You
But
know, I always want to know what the person trigger is. Like, what triggers you? Because I don't want to be a trigger. I don't want to have say those trigger words. So, like, my main thing is like my number one question, besides asking, you know, if they believe in God,
mm,
is what's your trigger?
what's your
But it was
trigger?
never what's your love language.
Right.
So,
So let me ask you this. I mean, yeah, listen, because I love stuff like this. So give me an example of a guy you asking that question, and what is some of the responses, or do they really tell you their trigger?
oh my gosh, can I remember? Um, I know one trigger was what was it? I guess like belittling him. The one guy say,
Ah,
"Well,
got
don't
you,
like
got
don't
you.
try to don't belittle me." I've gotten I can't even remember. I don't even remember the guy's trigger that I said. See, look at me. I probably would have triggered him, but I don't even remember what
I
that
get,
was like the beginning conversation. I probably should have
yeah.
brought it up again, but
That's so. Yeah, I guess if
might
you,
have triggered
yeah,
him.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I
yeah. You
knew that was his trigger. So
that,
that's
that
the
sounds
conversation that
like
needs to be
dangerous
had.
waters to me.
That's the conversation that need to be had
Yeah,
continuously, so you don't
right.
forget the person's trigger.
Now you don't want to forget those tricks, especially after he told you what they was.
Right.
Listen, man, I think as we do this, it would be very appropriate for us to tap into just the men and how mental illness affects, because
Mm-hmm.
those triggers are stemming from a very dark place
Mm-hmm.
that men have been to. I'll have a moment of transparency. So I'm gonna try to match you. I'm gonna match you. Okay, I'm gonna match you.
Okay.
Okay, But
I
I
love
remember this.
transparency.
I remember this like it was yesterday, and I hope the parties involved is is nowhere near this broadcast. Well, but I was 14 years old, and but I need you to key in on 14 because that's how long it
14
was.
years old.
I was
Okay.
14 years old. No,
Mm-hmm.
I was 14, soon to be 15. But I had a best friend, and I'm still riding bikes. I mean, we still in that riding bike
Mm-hmm.
area. But he had turned 15, and he got his permit, and his parents let him drive. Okay,
Okay.
but I had this girlfriend on the other side of town. So it turns out, okay, so now he's driving me over her house. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and then it turns out, hey, where you at? Oh, I'm over my girlfriend's house, because now he has the car, but I'm still on the bike. Well, because that hurt me so much, it
Mm.
it totally changed the way I handled relationships from that point on.
Mm. That
I said,
trust.
and this is what I said. So I had to look down. This is what I had said. So I said I'll never feel that pain again.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day, it's I know that I have got better, but I still know that it's a guard. On who do I have around me? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
How much am I going to give to you? You know, because you know that was such a hard pain, and I know that this is what I dealt with. But listen, I deal with men all the time, and I promise you, we can go on and on and on with. It may not be the similar story, but it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
those same trigger type set scenarios that may have happened. It could have been a relationship with mom. It could have been a relationship
Mm-hmm.
with dad, but it was something
Yeah.
that happened to him that was tragic. And let's just be real. We wasn't taught to even know how to process those type of
Right.
emotions. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we you know
That's true.
so
Get
it
up
we
and get
def
over it.
we had to get over it. I mean, who was I gonna go and talk to? Who was I gonna go and talk to? And then just imagine if I dared to go talk to somebody, what would their response be?
Right.
You see?
Oh, you 14, you gonna know, and go and get over. You gonna find another. You get older, find another girl. Like dismiss your feelings because they feel like you're too young to have those type of feelings anyway.
It was going to be totally dismissed. Everything was
Mm-hmm.
all the film. I'm sitting up here, you know. I mean, my life. I mean, really and truly. On one point, you want to say, "Man, that was such a small part," but then on the other side, you're going to say, "You know what, man? But it couldn't have been that small if 40 years later, you're still talking about it."
Right,
You know,
exactly.
now that I put it out like that, I'm like, man, that's a pretty sad situation. But be honest, it is a real situation. You know what I'm saying? It is
Yeah.
real. And
Your
and
childhood
so
definitely can stem into your adulthood. I truly believe that. And if you don't deal with it accordingly, it can affect your adulthood. So,
absolutely, absolutely. So when we talk about those love languages, um, now I deal with now the book deals with 5 love languages.
mm-hmm.
Um, and I'm gonna see if I can here's my thought, and I would love to hear from you as well. I kind of stayed confined in the book. I hadn't. I'm not opposed to other, like maybe it's 6 or 7 or additional love languages. I'm not opposed to it,
Mm-hmm.
but I do only deal with the 5 because the 5 just makes sense to me. So
Right.
let's see. So we're talking about quality time. We're talking
Mm-hmm.
about words of affirmation. We're talking
Mm-hmm.
about physical touch. We talk
Mm-hmm.
about um, what's the other one? Somebody help me. You know what? I got it right here. I
You
knew
got
I
it.
I got it. I don't even know why I just didn't pull it up.
I know you sent it to on the group.
Yeah, I got it. Let me see. We got here we go. Okay. Okay, so we got acts of service. I don't even know
Yeah, that's
why I
another
could.
one. Yeah.
Acts of service and receiving the
Like, right.
gifts. Now I'm gonna tell
Mm-hmm.
you. It's really. The reason why I forget those is because I do like acts of service.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I will say, I don't need gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it sounds funny, but quality time does not translate to a love language. Although I believe quality time is important, but
That's one of
um,
mine.
but that's yours. I was gonna say,
Mm-hmm.
just hearing you, I can tell, and see now. Let's just stop there because l- if we were in a relationship and
Mm-hmm.
and I'm and we're talking about love languages and I tell you that quality time is not a big deal to me, then that should be your key to do what?
To leave.
To leave. I really
See,
believe that
this is why that conversation needs to be had in the
exactly.
beginning. Because if we already started dating and I'm noticing that you don't really care about the quality time and I'm my situation right now. And I'm trying to press you for time. I shouldn't have to press you to spend time with me, to spend quality time with me. Like I said, I'm not a fitting type of woman. So either you got time for me or you don't. You're not gonna fit me in for an hour or two. So so it's like that's why I need this conversation in the beginning because if we was first starting to talk and you told me, well, quality time, um, quality time isn't that important to me, I would have said, well, you know what? It's very important to me. And so we're not gonna match because
it,
we're just gonna argue.
and the cool part about it is it doesn't mean that anybody is wrong, and I think that's
Right.
what we have to see. You may have somebody that you're very attractive to, but if you really thinking about the long term in the relationship, I think we have to
Mm-hmm.
come to a place where we can have that conversation up front and be
Mm-hmm.
okay with walking away.
Right.
Just be
Exactly.
okay with, because if let's assume everybody is being honest. If there's no reason to not be honest, this, y'all in your first date. There's no there's
Right.
no need to. Now, if a person lying
Exactly.
at this point, then oh, heaven help
It's no
us.
good.
But so we'll go
So
up under this. We go up under the assumption that that everybody's telling the truth, and they're telling you that, hey,
mhm.
quality time is not a big deal to me. As a person, an entrepreneur, a person that got my hand in a lot of different projects, I know why quality time is not important to me. But I also understand that I do know we need to have time. But now when you look at quality time, and this is another thing that I like people to understand, is that you can't have quality time if the time that we're together you're still booking appointments and you
Mhm.
still taking emails and
Right.
you still do.
Mhm.
That's not quality time. That's time
Exactly.
together.
That's just time, but together, but you're not doing anything together.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah,
why the comment we just put up was from you can't see it on here, but it's I can see it on Facebook. It's from actually Terrence, aka Fats. He was my co-host on Unfiltered. He says quality time is a strong love language. And so
absolutely.
I guess one of his love language is quality time also.
you know
And
and, Go
and
ahead.
you're right. If we're spending time together and you're on your phone, you're watching TikToks and you're, making checking emails and you're making Snapchats, and that's not quality time. You might as well
Exactly.
just be at home. It's like
Now for a
you're not giving
person,
me no attention.
yeah, because see that's a good way to I'm gonna just say piss you off, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, it's yeah, and see, and this is now I'm just gonna play this out. I'm gonna play it out. You role play with me because
Okay.
you're gonna come with me and you're gonna tell me how upset you are, and I'm gonna in
And
turn say, listen, babe, but we spent all day together, and you're gonna say what?
okay. I'm so you spent all day on your phone, not with me, on
But
your phone.
you know I
So
have to work. You know I have to work.
well, you make time for who and what you want to make time for, what's important. If I'm
Mm,
not that important, then you don't make time for me. If you still with me and you can't make time for me, work is still important. Work is more important to you than I am, and so there's no need. There's no
well,
need.
so you are too sharp for me. I have no rebuttal to that. That is I mean, that's how that really would play out.
Hmm.
What I wanted to see, what I want to show is that that guy really thought that he was doing what he was supposed to do, and he's
Hmm.
going to walk away in that relationship really wondering what happened.
Exactly, because he's gonna feel like because we are in the same room together that we're spending time together. When
Absolutely.
your whole time you're on your phone, you're doing other things, but you're not giving me the attention. There's no point you spending time with me if we're not spending time. So we have so many comments. And
Yeah, let's
see,
pull some up.
Felicia Barker
Hey,
Baker
Felicia.
Curry, sorry. It should be something you desire to do for and with your mate if you both are on the same page at that particular time to chill without interference from other things. Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly.
it is.
If
It
you if
is.
you
Mm.
if you can't spend time with me and we're sitting the same, I'm sitting right next to you on the couch and I'm trying to cuddle with you, watch a movie with you, and or I'm trying to tell you about my day or just have a conversation with you and you're mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know,
Oh my
what's the
God!
point?
What? And you that thumb motion, man. That's a hell of a motion, man. Everybody know that motion, man. That is a hell of a motion. I know that motion have pissed a lot of people off. And
Yes.
listen, you know, but and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna kind of piggyback off what Felicia said, and
Hmm.
thanks for joining, Felicia. Um, you know, for a person that quality time is not their love language.
Hmm.
This is where we kind of have to get into the point where I have to teach you my language because it may
Exactly.
not be. I don't know Russian. Is it Russian?
Hmm.
I don't know Russian language. Okay,
It's Russian. I
it,
think.
I think I'm gonna say
Guess I'm
Spanish
not
because
that sharp.
it's something about Russian that did sound right. I don't know Spanish. Okay, but I'm willing to learn. You
Right.
see, I'm what
Mm-hmm.
because I do love you, and I know that it's very important that I speak to you in your native tongue. So if
Exactly.
if you're willing to teach me, then I'm willing to learn because
Exactly.
everybody should have a primary language, and then they should have a secondary language. Now,
Mm-hmm.
now, truly, the primary and secondary is, like mine would be acts of service. My is my primary. My secondary is physical touch. But,
What about your
um,
treachery?
huh?
Your treachery.
What that mean?
That's it. That word right. Your third one.
My third one. My, well, see, this is where I was heading. I believe my third one is, is where I want to, um, I want to incorporate your language. That
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to say, now I know I know what I feel like when I feel love. Okay, when I know that I feel the most love when you're doing acts of service. I feel the most
Mm-hmm.
love that way. Okay, so I know that's my love language, and I know physical touch is a love language. I know that, but
Mm-hmm.
then anything else after that is me saying, I want to learn your language. Now, if
Mm-hmm.
your love language is acts of service, then we're good. If your love language is physical touch, then we're good. But if it's quality time, then I'm gonna say that my third, whatever that word you were saying,
To treachery.
to Chetri, listen, my tongue is way too heavy. My tongue, listen, my people they already know that there's some words that Eric don't even attempt to say. And listen, I'm gonna add that one to the list. But
Your third. Your
my
third.
third, I bet I could do third all day. But my third, I'm going to reserve that to say, I'm going to let that be your language. I mean, but I need you to teach it, and I want to just emphasize on that because I'm not going to naturally know it. And the problem that we have in relationships is that you is natural to you, and you really think I should naturally feel the same, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not. It's not. I don't know why. Um, I don't know why it's that way. I hadn't even studied why people have different love languages. Maybe if you go back deep enough and deep
I was
enough,
gonna say maybe childhood, probably
maybe it
something that
is.
you was missing in childhood, something that you was craving, or even missing in your first so many relationships, and that you didn't even realize that you desired it so much until it wasn't there, and you start to
Absolutely.
desire it, and then that's how it became a language for you.
Let me ask you this.
My opinion.
Now, I think that's a great opinion, but now I'm a test of theory though. Do you come
Hmm.
from a small family or big family?
A million people.
Real close.
Yes.
See,
Hmm.
I'm thinking that that a person that comes from a big family, comes from a very
Hmm.
close family, would naturally roll into quality time
Hmm.
because that's what could you
That's what we
imagine?
used to always having
Be-
somebody around. My mom
As,
had nine kids. We were always together.
yeah,
And my cousins and everybody, we were always together. My grandma's house at parks, we were always together. So
right.
yeah, so I that togetherness is something that's important to me.
And you connecting with the imagine you connecting with an only child.
My kid's father is an only child,
Oh well, let's scratch that then.
but he
Okay,
did give quality time. But I was a
okay.
teenager too, so I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? I was
Well,
like
hey,
18.
all theories are not 100%. That's this disclaimer, guys. We're doing the best we can. We don't have any notes here.
Right?
we
There's
already
no
told
experiment.
y'all. We already told y'all that this was our first broadcast.
This
So,
is right.
hey, I walked
So
right
this is
into that
also
one.
Terrence. This is also Fats from Unfiltered. He said he liked the point that you had made with the quality time, saying that he said this when you were talking about being in the same room and not really spending quality time, not really knowing what quality time is. And he liked
Awesome,
your point.
awesome. Man, I
This
appreciate.
my
Listen,
mom. Hi, Paula.
hey,
That's
Miss
my mom right
Mason.
there, y'all.
How you doing, sister?
And this is Marlon. Hey, Marlon. He says, hola. Marlon is in
Hola.
Fargo, North Dakota. He moved there
Wow.
for work. Miss you, Marlon.
Oh
And
wow.
Felicia's back. She said, for me, it's first is quality time, second is physical touch, and third is affirmation. Yes, Felicia.
Words of affirmation. Yes, yes.
We are in the same. But Felicia, if you was a woman, I mean, a man, I date you because I love languages.
Yes, I mean it's lining up, and I really do like that, and I'm gonna tell you, I know a lot of men that words of affirmation is very high up on their love language list.
Yeah, because
You know,
egotistical.
yes, there you go. You
They
know,
need their egos boosted.
now I would say that that it, and I know it's different levels to it. It's always different levels, but words of affirmation, it comes off, especially in the man, it comes off boosting ego. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think it has the same meaning when it comes to a woman, because
Mm-hmm.
I think women needs to hear just certain things. And I think that
Mm-hmm.
that it's natural. I think that it's okay. I think it's supposed to happen. And
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go out on the limb and listen, y'all, come in the comments and correct me. I think men, I don't even want to say it. I think men do a good job. Okay, now bash me.
Do
Do
a good
we do
job
a good
what?
job with words of affirmation? I mean, I don't.
If you
Maybe it's
if,
just
if
me.
when you're flirting with the woman, now let me tell you, I'm
Ah,
gonna get
okay,
personal
okay,
all over again. This is how I realized that I needed words of affirmation
okay.
because okay, with my ex, I was with him for about 5 years, and and he would when we first started dating, it was always compliments. Oh, you look so sexy. Oh, you're so pretty. Da da da. But when we got into the relationship, it was nothing. And I would say like, oh, you don't even say I'm pretty. Like you don't even, I go out past you, you don't even say anything. When I
Mm,
changed my hair up, only way I know you didn't like my hair is when you said something like, oh, your hair is red. That's when I know you
wow.
didn't like it, but you never said I like your hair. I think like maybe once. So that's when
Okay.
I realized like, wow, like it's so important for those, words of affirmations because when you don't get them, it's like you realize you thinking the person isn't interested in you anymore, or
Mm,
things like that because they're not, what I'm saying, they're not fulfilling that, making you feel more. I mean, you can already be confident, but to have your partner, let kind of help with that confidence, and you don't get that, you're starting to feel less confident, and this is why some women start to let themselves go while they're in a relationship, start gaining weight, stop looking pretty, stop getting dressed, walk around in
mm.
house coats because they're not getting that from. They feel like their man don't even look at them the same no more. So why, they start to give up on
Ma-
themselves in the
That's such a
household.
good point. That is such a good point. And I'm gonna throw something else out, and you got now. I'm gonna pull up Tiffany's comment,
That's my
and
sister. Hey,
that's your
girl.
sister.
Yes.
And I'm thinking that she said,
What do
"What
women
do?"
want to hear?
Okay, so I'm gonna let you handle that. I believe it's for you. I don't know, but
So who is
this,
that question directed to? Is it
yeah,
directed to me or Eric?
put me on the spot.
I've heard.
But what I'm wondering, well, the other side to that, what you just shared, is that I believe that opens the door for the other man to come in and give those words of affirmation. I say, oh
You said it,
Lord.
Eric. So I guess you said women, you all want to hear this. I don't know when you were saying something about men do a great job, maybe.
Uh,
That's what she's talking about. I'm thinking.
Tiffany, I'm
You
so
said
sorry. My attention span is like worthless. That I I have no idea what I was saying. Hey, but Tiffany, listen, if you can bring to my remembrance, then I appreciate it. But I know that may be a lot. Come on, come in. Can she come in?
she can if she's not nervous. If
Okay.
she's not nervous, I will send her the link so she can come in
Yeah.
on it.
Okay.
Tiffany,
Yeah.
you want to join?
And we would love
Yes
to
or
have
no?
anybody that wants to join this broadcast. We definitely welcome, man. We loving the feedback. Hey, take a minute and share this out. Listen, we have the highest expectations. She said, "No thanks."
No, she.
No, yeah, no thanks. Well, hey, I do appreciate the question, and I'll be more mindful. I looked at it too late. But we do welcome anyone on the stage. So if you have something that you really want to voice, and you don't want to type it out, you're welcome to join. Just I guess they can just put it in the comments or I don't know what's the best way to do that
Well, we'll send if they want to join, we can send a link in a private chat,
in the
and
private chat.
they
Okay,
can just go in and do it like that. So that way,
absolutely.
we just won't have 100 people popping in. It'll
Right,
be pretty
right,
wicked.
and that sounds good. I ain't never had that problem on my one or two viewers that I have on my show. So, you know, hey, look, we got so many on here, and we got 8, and I'm nervous. No,
Really? But sometimes it
no,
even be more. It's just I don't know why they don't even show like the exact full on here count on here, because you look, and when
ah,
you after you come off and you look at all the comments or whatever and all the likes and stuff, it's actually more than what it shows on here
okay,
or whatever.
okay.
But we're gonna just break it off from the love languages really quick because we have a segment that we want to get into. It's called Keeping the Bag with Eric. So Eric is going to give us some financial um security, should we say. All right. So Eric, I'm gonna just let it
Okay.
fall on you.
All right. Well, that's good. What I want to do, and I'm going to bring up something so I can just pull it up in my notes. Now, guys, I want to talk about what we call a financial needs analysis. Okay, and real short, real quick. I want you to look at a financial needs analysis, or what I call a FNA, as a roadmap to your financial future. Just to kind of bring it down, so everybody can understand. Let's just deal with a GPS. Back in the days we had a roadmap. I love roadmaps. I love to be able to
MapQuest.
just now see that's the new thing, but I'm talking about the paper
Oh
roadmap.
yeah.
Okay.
I never knew how to read a map.
Yeah, see, I'm that old. They say, "How old are you?" I'm that old. To where man, you travel the country, and but you did it with that paper world, that paper map. But
Mhm.
the FNA, or that financial needs analysis, or MapQuest, or that GPS, it's the same thing. It's how can you get to point B, from point A to point B financially, if you don't understand what your needs are. Okay, so in this segment, keep getting the bag with Eric. All the
Get
thing
the
I
bag
want you
with Eric.
get in the bag with Eric. Man, let's go get that bag. Listen, this is the new year, 2023. Just make it a priority to sit down with a financial advisor and say, "Listen, I want to do a financial needs analysis," because what you want to do is be able to say, if I want to retire with this type of money, it's not going to happen. I'm going to say this is going to be cliches, but it's true. People do not plan to fail. What they do is fail to plan. Okay, and
Hmm.
if you really value not working all your life and then die, or working all your life and then retire just to go back to work. If you don't want none of that, you're gonna have a game plan. So in this
Hmm.
segment, listen, brought to you by I don't know. We're gonna fake some sponsors until we get some. Okay.
Okay, here's a sponsor, DA Rose. She does
DA Rose
jewelry. She
brought
made
to
my
us by
earrings. There you go.
that
DA Rose jewelry. There you
where you can get
go.
fashionably earrings at a
Custom
great
made.
price. Okay, and they're custom, man.
Yeah,
So, but
handmade.
remember, guys, get you Go this year. Don't even wait till next month. Do it right now. Get you a financial needs analysis. Listen, and you can always inbox me because I do free ones. There it is.
And you know what's so crazy? Because Tiffany was saying she needed a financial advisor. So how were the world entwined? And
Awesome.
she also
Awesome.
brought up her comment of what you said and why
Okay.
she asked that question. Men do a good job telling women what they want to hear. Ella, that's what you. Oh, you did say that. She said, "So what do women want to hear that men do a good job of saying?" That's what she
Oh
was
well,
saying.
well, I think and I believe you said that. But if I said it, I said it. But
No, you said I did not
I
say that. I said when y'all flirting. Okay,
y'all flirting,
you said I
and
think men do a good job.
right.
You said,
Well,
tell me if I'm wrong.
okay. So so let's say that if we're dealing with those things that men say in the beginning of the relationship, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not. I don't even know. I'm just gonna deal with it from what I just feel. I believe that that beginning of the relationship is a real check and balance situation. I don't
Mm-hmm.
believe that that in the beginning of a relationship you should really give a lot of weight to anything. I believe
Mm-hmm.
that that time kind of reveals a lot of things, and I
Oh
believe
yeah.
in all my heart and all my coaching, I believe that what we do in relationships is move too fast. I believe we give out
Yes.
we give too much too soon, and which brings me to this point. Um, this is something I recently started saying, and I'm going to say it on this show. Don't give nothing to a relationship that if that relationship goes bad, you're going to want back.
Mm.
Do I need to say it again?
True.
Tiffany, did you get it? Don't
You, so is
don't
that what
get.
we want to hear?
No, they don't want to hear that. And here's the thing. And I didn't specify what you're giving, okay? Because whatever it is, it could be your time,
Mm-hmm.
it could be your
Well,
money, and you know where I want to go next, right? Because it can be your
your
body.
sex.
Yeah, yeah, I mean we're gonna get shut down. Okay, sex. Okay, I said it, guys. I said it. Sex,
It's
sex,
evening.
sex, sex.
It's evening time. We can say sex.
We can say it. Okay, we can say it, and that's the deal, man. Now because see, this is what I believe. Some people is going to say, you know what, I'm cool with having sex. I'm grown. That's just what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then when two adults match that way, then there should not be a problem. But if you're not that person, then you don't, you can't intertwine yourself like that because you're going to get hurt and you're going
Mm-hmm.
to be upset because, man, I gave you something that I didn't want to give you. And
You turned out to be a jerk.
turned out to be a jerk. But all you have to do is what? Just give it time. Because
Just
one
give
thing
it
that I will say
space.
about men or women, I mean, I don't want to lose the men. I don't want to just put it out on men because everybody it can
It's all
affect
on men.
everybody. It's all on men. We can handle it. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But the deal
No,
is
y'all can't. Y'all can't handle
we
it.
can't handle
You
it.
cannot. Y'all can't handle the truth.
Listen, I'm
You
still that
cannot handle
14-year-old
it.
old boy that still can't handle the truth. I already know. You ain't telling me nothing. I don't know. I get in situations, I go right back to 14 years old.
And you know what's so crazy? I was just talking to my friend about this. I was saying because I think he had said something about how men can take things a little better than women. I said, "Oh no, you can't." I said because a man can cheat on a
Oh,
woman be
we
hurt, and we might forget it. We might forgive you, but we'll bring it up, but we'll stay with you.
okay.
A woman cheat on a man, his ego is shot. He don't want nothing to do with you. Even if he had the thought that you cheated, even if you didn't cheat, but he think you did, it's done. He's
It's
done with
done.
you. His ego is shot. And so he says, well, that's because women women cheat on the emotional side and men cheat on whatever. I said, but there be men that have whole relationships on top of your relationship. So that's emotional. I said so, and then there's women who get drunk
How?
maybe and just have a one night stand and don't remember the guy's name, and you know what I'm saying, and it's unemotional. So everybody cheat in different ways, kind
Okay.
of, or the same way, but at the same time, you all can't handle the truth. You all can't handle your egos getting shot. You know what I'm saying? Like
How
it's just
dare
like
you?
y'all cut us out completely.
Oh
Okay, there's no second chances if a man felt a woman disrespected him in that manner at all.
man, I don't
At
even know
all.
what to say to that, man. I'm listening. I'm listening. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. You. I find no fault in what you said. As much as I want to deny it, as much as I want to deny it, I can't find any fault. I really want to study why is that because
A
you know
man's
now,
ego is his main is his a man's ego is everything. You know, you should you like you hit punch that ego, it's done.
it's done.
You know.
Yeah. Now, okay. Okay, so now I got to deal with this. I got to deal with it. You brought it up, okay? So now there's a thing where they say men, they they say, and people always say, well, who are they? But let's just roll with me,
Them,
okay?
him.
Them said that
They
women
are
cheat.
them.
All of them, all of them. They cheat. Women cheat at a higher rate or just as high a rate as men. Okay.
Oh, yes.
You're not in an agreement. Okay. I need
Hmm.
somebody to screen record this
We are
because
just more we are just more careful,
you
and
okay.
men don't talk to other men.
Okay. So
So
this is where I wanted to pinpoint some at. Is it because y'all are better, or is it because we don't want to know because of what you said earlier? Our egos won't let us handle that, won't allow us to process that.
I would say that one, we are better. And you know why?
Damn.
I'm gonna tell y'all
Okay.
this. Men don't delete nothing out of their phone. And
Okay.
I be telling y'all, I be giving y'all putting these cheating men on game. Delete it. Why you gotta keep those nudes? You saw them already. Why you gotta keep that text message? You saw it already. Men
It's an
don't delete
honor
nothing out their
thing, man.
phone.
Because we trade them, man. We
Well,
trade
you
them.
better put it in a secret folder. But here's
Okay.
here's the thing too. Another thing is men don't talk to other men. So women, when a man
Mm,
cheat with another woman, that woman start to grow feelings for that man. They try to reach out to the girlfriend and let the girlfriend know that the man is cheating. When
wow.
a woman is cheating with another man, a man ain't finna go in your inbox and find you and tell you that he's sleeping with your woman. Women tell,
Mm.
men
Women
don't.
would tell.
So even if we're not that good at it, the person we're cheating with, he's not gonna go find you and tell on you because he don't. He right. Some men like being the side dude because they don't have to have all that responsibility.
Mm.
You know, so they don't talk. Women talk too much,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so that's why.
Yeah. Yeah. That I mean that's very eye opening. And I must say that it's shameful. All that I know about women and all the years of coaching, man, I'm like, you just messed up everything I ever learned right there. I want to see what Felicia said. Felicia, you are on it. She said,
Yes, Felicia.
with my ex-husband, we waited 1 year, 7 months, and 23 days before we
Oh my
had
gosh, you had the
sex.
numbers on
Wow. Wait a
point.
minute. That's 1 year, 7 months, and now you gotta. I need to know why those days that what was those days significant? But then she says it
January
wasn't
7,
until
2023. No.
okay. She said it wasn't until we said I got you. That's why she
That's why.
know.
Okay,
Okay,
all
I just
right.
had to keep reading. Okay, so
Mhm.
she said y'all got married and y'all had what it was your ex-husband, but
Mhm.
you did it right. Okay. Though we aren't married today, we still get along and we remain friends after 10 years. Man, I got the key on that because in the beginning listen now
Friendship
now
first.
now listen.
Exactly.
I am, man, you about to make me shout because
I'm
this is
gonna
my
tap on you,
biggest thing. Come on,
Felicia.
man, because that's it. That is it's all about the friendship. And I teach this in my class. If you develop the friendship, man, when the relationship goes bad, then you're gonna always have a friendship. But I will tell you about.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you another part about that thing. Friends handle conflict different. So when you fall in love, when you marry your friend, you're gonna move a little different because you can be
Mm-hmm.
mad at each other, but you're gonna always remember that if you can, because I promise you, if you get into the point where you divorce, it's because you stop focusing on the fact that y'all was
Mm-hmm.
really friends before you got married. See, so
Mm-hmm.
so I'm that guy that says marry your friend. And I know, and man, that is not popular, but, and then I'm also that guy that says, um, develop that friendship, and I'll say friendship is more important than anything. Now, people get mad and crazy because, man, because they want to say, well, boyfriend is better, and all of this, and I get it, but I done seen too many boyfriend girlfriend relationship just go to hell,
Mm-hmm.
in weeks, in matter of weeks, a matter of months. But solid friendships can last forever. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So which one? What do you
Exactly.
want to have? Do you want to have that title? And I did a post about that. What do you want? The title, or do you want? I mean, because anybody can throw your title. Anybody can
I
say
don't want a title as a girlfriend. I want a title as a wife.
because
But
it means different. Yeah, that
I need
because
that friendship first because this is why I've never been married because like I don't want to just say I got a husband. I want to make sure that my husband is a true friend, one,
absolutely,
and that it's our relationship is going smooth enough because no relationship is smooth,
absolutely,
but smooth enough to develop into a marriage and to where when I'm married, I'm secure and I know I married my best friend because we developed
absolutely.
that friendship before and during our relationship. And I'm secure and I trust him. Haven't found that yet. So this is why I haven't had that wife title. And I'm fine with it because I would better not have been a wife than have been, a wife and then having to divorce on bad terms. You know, with Felicia's situation, they're still really good friends because they did it right. And
They did it
so, and
right.
not a lot of people do it right.
Yeah. And,
So it is
and
bad.
in those in that 1 year, 7 months, and 23 days, they
I mean, she
developed.
know the count of the
She know it,
days,
man.
okay?
She know it, man. I love it. Yeah, But what was developed in that time, now I'm just gonna say, what, God had other plans. It doesn't matter why y'all divorced because I happen to
Hmm.
know Felicia and I know that she's happily married right now.
That's
So
good.
this is
That's what
not
the plan was.
that was the plan, and
Mhm.
it's not to take anything from what you had, in the past, but it is to say that, man, because in actuality, this is where you see the grace of God. This is where you see the
Yes.
redeeming nature of God.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I know that it was because you could say that you went through that fiery furnace of divorce. Okay, but if you look at you now, you don't even appear to be scorched. You don't even smell like smoke. You know what I'm saying? You don't even smell like you've been around smoke because God had redeemed you, and that's what this second marriage, is doing for you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to
Praise
even get
God.
into that. Because Felicia know that she knows how to get me going, and I love stuff like that.
Well, we finna get into our
Get
next
it.
segment because we
Yes,
got
yes, yes.
less than 2 minutes left. We're gonna get into So's
Okay.
beauty hack. If everybody who know me know that I love beauty, I am a licensed esthetician teacher, and so I always like to give little hacks. Okay, so my hack right now is simple. All right, my hack today is something that everybody got in their house. If you ain't got this in your house, you better go to Walmart and go get it. It's probably like four for $1. All right, a spoon. All right.
A spoon.
So my beauty hack for today is a spoon, a frozen spoon. So
Mm.
yes, so if you have puffiness under your eyes, darkness under your eyes, puffiness on and over your eyes, you want to take a spoon, put it in the freezer. take it out of the freezer, do 2 spoons, and just put the spoon over your eyes and let it sit, and it will help take away that puffiness from underneath your eyes. And you
Wow.
know, it's like an anti-aging situation, you know.
I love
So
it.
just freeze your spoons, put it on your eyes, let it sit for a bit. Might be a little cold, but it's worth it because cold constricts, and it's going to constrict that puffiness from underneath your eyes. And
That is
that is my
nice.
beauty hack
Man,
for
I
this
love that.
evening.
I can't wait to try that. Now, so how long do those results last?
As long as you keep doing it.
There you
As
got it,
long as you keep
folks.
doing it, because you know it's the you have to do the spoon, but you know everything you always have to upkeep as far as like drinking water, getting enough sleep, less stress. You know, so this is why you have to. This is why we don't have spoons. What
Wait a
you put the
minute, that
spoons?
is so
I mean, you
funny.
put the spoons. You put the spoons back. That's my mom. She's crazy.
That is so
Uh,
funny.
you put the
Nah,
spoons back in the sink and you wash them out. Who throws
yeah,
the spoons away? I don't know. I never said throw them out. I don't
nah,
know.
nah.
What are you doing wrong here? You're doing something
She,
wrong here. Uh,
nah. She didn't told the truth. She told the truth.
she's doing something wrong here. But 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 yeah, so if you got you got to drink your water, you got to get your sleep, you gotta less stress, because even when you're doing any treatment you're doing, if you have internal, whatever you're doing outside, your internal also has to be taken care of, because you can take care of the outside, you probably won't see results if you're not taking care of your inside. So, but
Mm,
if you're taking care of your inside like it should be, and you're doing the external, well, because the internal is taken care of, then you will see fast results and lasting results with whatever you're doing.
that man, I love that man. What an awesome tip, man! And it's something that literally is gonna cost you nothing. And
Nothing.
I think, and you know what, man, if you like me, man, you love them type tips because anything when you can get amazing results, and it's something that you already got at the house, except for your mom. Your
Hmm.
mom don't have spoons, okay,
I
and
don't
it's
know why my
because
mom don't have
it,
spoons.
it is because of you. You took all the
It's
spoons,
I
and
took
now
all her spoons.
she need her
Well,
spoons
Ma,
back. So
I'm
so
gonna go to Walmart and get you $4 spoons. All right.
there
So
it is.
let's.
See, now listen, I am listen, all the hats that I wear, I am a conflict resolution guy too. Okay, did y'all see that? I just fixed that. Man, they've been having this problem for years, and I
I
just
didn't
fixed
know about it.
it.
It's a new
That's just how
problem.
good I am. I'm that good. I fix problems
It's
that you don't even know you had.
We are over time though, and this was really, really great. For our first show, I really enjoyed it. We didn't get into our second topic, but we always have next week, to
Absolutely.
go into our second topic. And I just really enjoyed this topic. I knew it was going to flow in other directions also, so I wasn't really worried about not getting to our second topic. Felicia, we want to read her comment because she did just comment on here. Said, I just showed my husband a scenario the other day. I told him to turn around so his back could be against mine. I shared with
Mm,
him that as long as we have each other's back, when the
wow.
enemy comes, he will fight him one way as I fight him the other way. And together
Mm,
we are better no matter what comes our way. Oh, that is awesome, Felicia. You know
man, I
what,
love it. I love it. Felicia, next time you coming in on this
Felicia? Love
show,
you,
okay? Be
Felicia.
ready.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Tiffany says she want that bag info, please.
I got it.
So
Now, hey,
Eric's gonna put his info in the comments so that you guys, if you want him to help you with finances or whatever, he'll have his info in the comments.
can
You didn't want my beauty hack info? No.
hey, can we connect on Facebook? How can we do that? Hey,
Tiffany,
Tiffany,
Tiffany did, Stephanie.
okay, Tiffany, my last name is Kirk, Kirk. I'm going, and she's probably your friends. I'm pretty sure.
That's
We got
yeah,
that's your
she's my
sister.
sister. She
Okay.
better be my
Okay.
friend. So
Yeah, we'll see if we have another conflict to resolve. But yeah, I'll inbox you. I'll find you. I will find you. I will find you. Okay, and
You said,
and
and
I'm
make sure you answer your inbox.
She okay.
be look into your inbox.
She gonna be like,
All
what
right.
is? I'm not trying to slide in. This is business, okay? So I know, I understand. I understand. I know you got to deal with all of that. Thank you guys for doing this tonight. Can't wait to the next one. Oh, when is the next
Oh,
one? When we gonna do the
we're
next one?
we're gonna discuss the day that we're
Okay.
gonna have it every week, and so we're gonna put it up on. Are you all part of the Eric and live with Eric and group? If you aren't, please like that page, get on that page, and you will see all the updates that we have. You can even rewatch this show episode if you want, and
Mm,
all of our previous episodes. So like and follow our live with Eric and page. And we're gonna tell you, we're gonna announce our set weekly date for this. All right, this was
absolutely.
our first day, and we just wanted to see how it goes, and it went very well
Basically,
for me.
basically, she said, "I'm gonna interview you, Eric, and see if I want to do this again." So, I mean, let's just say what it is. We said it was gonna be real, right? So she's not announcing the date because I think I have to have a one-on-one with her after this or whatever. So if we don't come back, y'all know what happened, okay?
That is not true at all.
I mean, I'll be that
That's not true
14-year-old
at all.
boy again.
That's that, that's not true at all. We just have not. We set today for the first show, and so we haven't came up with as exact weekly day. So we're gonna come and announce because this is happening. Eric, you're hired. All right. If you
This is her corporate answer. This is her corporate answer. This is her politically correct answer. So watch the dance. Y'all see the dance?
So
Hey,
yeah, so
but
we
man,
will
I,
be
I
back.
really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it,
I
and I
did
can't
too.
wait to the next one. And guys, thank you guys for showing up and doing what you do best. This show would not be great without you. You know, so,
Exactly.
so make sure now. So this is your homework. Okay, your homework is to tell everybody that there's this awesome show. You need to join the group. Okay, and I would say that we're going to be doing some interaction in that group. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and hey, it's going to be a conversation. It's going to be a conversation after the show that's going to continue in the group. Okay, so
Yes.
listen, when if you want to continue this, we're gonna put a discussion. I'm gonna to feel she may have time. I do have time,
So.
and we could so we're going to we can continue this in the group, and so make sure that you're part of the group. Make sure that you invite people to the group, and let's do
Yes,
something
please.
big. Do something
Let's
big.
grow this. We
Yes,
got a lot
yes,
to
yes.
talk about, and y'all do too. And we are always welcoming you all to join in on the live stream. If you want to be a part of it, please join in. Also, we are having a segment called the Love Help Ladder. So if you
Mm,
have a situation in your relationship or something that you want to talk about, or you can be an anonymous person. You can say, I want to be anonymous, but if you write us, inbox us, and we're gonna put our emails in the group. Like I have an email that I can put out, and Eric has an email he can put out,
mhm.
and we'll put it in a chat actually, and email us any questions that you have that you probably want, or any subject you want us to talk about, or a situation that you are in that you want some advice on. It's called the Love Help Ladder, and we will definitely talk about it on our show. So, and then we will also, if you don't want to be anonymous and you want to be a part of it, you can always say, I want to join and I want to talk about my situation. Transparency is always the best. And sometimes we just need to talk about things to get it out and feel
Absolutely.
better. So hit us up. All right.
I love it, man. I love it. I'm so excited. Okay, so we do closing remarks, or have we done them? We got time?
Oh, we didn't do those on the closing remarks.
Yeah, I see. Okay, that was okay. It was okay. Don't fire me. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay,
All
so
right. Well,
guys.
thank you guys again.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you.
We'll
See
see
you
you
next time.
soon. All right.